Have you ever witnessed a moment when chaos meets law enforcement head-on? In a shocking turn of events, a criminal's brazen physical attack on police officers has left many stunned and questioning how such violent encounters unfold. Let's start with this woman kicks police officer during arrest. On July 4, 2021, in La Crosse, Wisconsin, a woman was apprehended by local law enforcement following a series of incidents involving theft and physical resistance. The arrest, captured on video, reveals a tense encounter marked by the suspect's repeated attempts to evade police action and her combative behavior.
You have no right to touch me!
Yes, I do. All right, you're being detained.
For what?
I already explained it. Theft. We have a couple.
For what?
A couple damage complaints.
I never stole anything!
Okay.
Take your push right
now.
No!
Yeah.
Let go of me!
Stop.
Let go!
Stop.
The arrest unfolded after multiple complaints were received about the suspect, who was identified as Sarah. Officers responded to reports of theft and property damage linked to her. During their interaction, Sarah vehemently denied any wrongdoing, insisting that she had not stolen anything and that the police had no right to detain her. Despite her claims, the officers proceeded with the arrest based on their investigation and evidence gathered.
Why do you always have to be like this?
Sarah's behavior during the arrest was notably resistant. She argued with the officers, demanded to be released, and physically resisted their efforts. This included kicking the officers, which was a significant escalation from her verbal defiance. Her resistance not only hindered the arrest process, but also led to additional charges.
For
I
what?
don't know if anybody can get over to Quick Trip.
So, there was a bunch of calls about you breaking people's cars.
Stop. Stop.
Don't
Stop.
kick.
Stop.
Sarah, knock it off.
We're going to jail.
Yeah.
We're good. We're good.
Thanks,
So-
Sarah, Brian. Thanks.
Following her arrest, Sarah was charged with several offenses beyond the initial theft accusation. The additional charges stemmed from her physical resistance to arrest, which included assaulting the officers. The legal proceedings that followed involved a thorough review of the evidence and the circumstances of her resistance. Sarah faced charges related to theft, resisting arrest, and assaulting a police officer.
You're under arrest.
Then you're gonna be under arrest for illegally touching me and doing nothing. I was walking down the street. Let me go now.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Nope, not doing that. She kick anybody?
Take the handcuffs off me. What did I do illegally? What did I do illegal?
From a legal perspective, Sarah's actions constitute several violations under Wisconsin law. Her initial charge of theft falls under Wisconsin Stat, paragraph 943.20, which defines theft as the intentional taking of property without the owner's consent with the intent to permanently deprive the owner of it.
Let me out! I did nothing!
Stop
I
kicking.
was walking down the street and you arrested me! I paid for it! Let her out! Let her out!
If Sarah is found guilty of theft, the penalties she faces could include fines, restitution, and imprisonment, depending on factors such as the value of the stolen property and her prior criminal history. In addition to theft, Sarah's behavior during the arrest led to charges of resisting or obstructing an officer, as outlined in WIS. Stat. Paragraph 946.41. This statute addresses actions that interfere with a law enforcement officer's duties. Sarah's physical resistance and refusal to cooperate during the arrest could result in significant legal consequences, including fines and imprisonment. The severity of the penalties may be heightened if her resistance involved direct physical confrontation with the officers. Furthermore, Sarah's kicking of the officers during her arrest brings into play Wisconsin Statute, paragraph 940.20, which deals with assaulting a police officer. This is a serious offense, particularly when it involves physical harm or the threat of harm to law enforcement personnel. The penalties for assaulting a police officer include imprisonment and fines, with the exact severity of the punishment dependent on the nature of the assault and any resulting injuries sustained by the officers. Sarah's arrest highlights the complexities of managing individuals who resist law enforcement. It emphasizes the need for strict adherence to legal procedures and the serious consequences of physical resistance. This case underscores the challenges faced by both law enforcement and the judicial system in balancing effective enforcement with respect for individual rights. It looks like this criminal just got into trouble, but this isn't the worst case you'll witness. Wait until you see this next one. On March 20th, 2022, law enforcement in La Crosse, Wisconsin, responded to a reported battery incident at a local hotel involving 24-year-old Rhett Sarver. Sarver, known for his history with law enforcement due to his aggressive behavior and substance abuse issues, was accused of physically assaulting a hotel staff member and leaving needles around the premises.
Way out.
77. I'm here as well.
I'm not going in with you, by the way.
Okay, just hang tight for us, Rhett.
If you are asking if I'm under arrest, I'm not going with you. I'm leaving under my free will. I'm not under arrest.
Okay, Rhett, were you physically fighting with somebody?
Somebody fucking stepped up on me and I defend myself.
Upon arrival, officers encountered Sarver in the hotel parking lot. He appeared agitated and refused to comply with police instructions. Despite efforts by officers to de-escalate the situation, Sarver's behavior remained erratic and confrontational. Officers tried to detain him on suspicion of battery, given his violent history and his current non-compliance.
How come you hit a staff member? Rhett, stop.
Mariah!
Rhett, stop.
Mariah!
Rhett, stop.
Fuck up.
Stand back over here.
Shut the fuck up.
Rhett, take a seat.
Rhett.
Fuck out!
Stop.
Rhett.
Stop
Rhett.
coming in. Stop coming in.
Rhett.
Ray,
You're gonna get
stop.
tased.
Rhett.
Don't not
Rhett,
let him.
calm down.
During the attempted detention, Sarver's behavior escalated further. As officers were restraining him, Sarver began kicking one of the officers multiple times. This violent act led to a physical struggle between Sarver and the officers.
Don't not let
Rhett,
him.
calm down.
Stop.
Stop resisting, Rhett. Rhett, stop resisting. Go down. Down.
Resulting in injuries to the officer. The situation was eventually brought under control, but not before significant resistance from Sarver.
Don't leave me, please. Please, let me talk to you.
Rhett,
Let me see your face.
I want to talk to you.
It's fine, it's on the
Okay?
side.
Are you injured at all?
Yes.
Okay.
Hi there. These are fucking criminals. You and you and you, as many good things as you do, the fucking people who run you, the government that you are fucking underneath, are fucking pathetic criminal fucking scum. Sorry, I'd say cum.
After his arrest, Sarver was transported to the jail. However, his resistance did not cease there. He continued to defy jail staff and made statements reflecting a state of distress, although he did not explicitly indicate suicidal intentions. His behavior required additional interventions from the jail staff to ensure his compliance and safety.
Exactly. Ow, dude, stop.
Rhett, just relax.
Relax. I am not resisting.
Okay.
I'm literally not even moving. I'm
Listen,
fucking.
they're in charge
I'll hold
here.
my breath.
Hey,
I'm
Rhett.
not even moving.
Rhett, listen.
Can you tell him to fucking loosen the cuff one notch on each hand?
Listen.
The quicker you do what they want, the quicker they're going to...
Following the incident, Sarver faced several criminal charges. He was charged with felony counts of bail jumping and battery to an officer. Additionally, he faced misdemeanor charges for disorderly conduct, resisting arrest, and battery. The legal system began proceedings to address these charges, taking into account Sarver's prior criminal history and the violent nature of his recent actions. From a legal standpoint, Rhett Sarver's actions in La Crosse, Wisconsin, involved several serious offenses under Wisconsin law. Notably, he faced felony charges for bail jumping and battery to a law enforcement officer. Bail jumping is a felony under Wisconsin statutes Chapter 946, paragraph 946.49, for individuals charged with a felony who fail to meet bail conditions. This offense carries penalties including imprisonment and fines, emphasizing the importance of complying with legal obligations. Battery to a law enforcement officer, as defined in paragraph 940.22, is a Class H felony. It involves intentionally causing harm to an officer during their official duties, with severe penalties such as imprisonment and fines. Sarver also faced misdemeanor charges for disorderly conduct and resisting arrest. Disorderly conduct, paragraph 947-1, involves disruptive behavior and can result in fines and jail time. Resisting arrest, paragraph 946-41, entails opposing lawful arrest and is punishable by fines and imprisonment. Additionally, Sarver was charged with battery under paragraph 940.19, which involves causing physical harm to another person. Depending on the severity of the act, this can range from a misdemeanor to a felony. These statutes underscore the gravity of Sarver's offenses, both in terms of the immediate impact on law enforcement and the broader implications for public safety. The legal proceedings will address these violations, ensuring that Sarver is held accountable for his actions and that justice is served. All right, let's move on to this next case where things might get even messier. A 32-year-old man who was arrested after a series of criminal actions. The day began with police being called to a residence where Mebo had caused extensive damage to a yard. He reportedly destroyed landscaping and damaged several items, leaving the backyard in disarray. Additionally, Mebo took a package from a nearby residence, further compounding his offenses.
Yeah, why don't you come over here and talk to me, please? No, just leave it there. It's not yours. Where's your pants at?
I lost them somewhere.
And your shoes?
Yes, I know.
Upon arrival, law enforcement found Mebo in a highly agitated state, holding a garden hose and displaying erratic behavior. Mebo was described as paranoid and hallucinating, leading officers to suspect he was under the influence of methamphetamine. His incoherence and detachment from reality were evident as he struggled to explain his actions, claiming to have lost his pants and shoes and expressing confusion about the situation.
Oh my God.
Down for 2325 King Street.
Okay, David, I'm gonna open.
Do you want first responders also or just the ambulance?
You can send them both. David, I'm gonna open this door. Okay.
The situation escalated when Mebo was placed under arrest. Despite efforts by the police to assist him and address his claims of pain, Mebo's behavior remained unpredictable. At one point, he attempted to bite an officer who was helping him, resulting in additional charges. This assault on a police officer not only added to his legal troubles, but highlighted the volatility of his state during the arrest.
Yes, I just need some water.
All right.
I'm so thirsty. All right. I need to, that's my mom. I lay down in there.
Just need to take a deep breath.
Okay.
Be careful.
How did that happen?
Just because he couldn't breathe, so I opened the door and he was biting on the seatbelt.
Earlier in the day, Mebo had been involved in other incidents. He had broken a window at another property and trespassed into a patio area without permission, leading to multiple nuisance complaints. These actions set the stage for the subsequent police response and his arrest. Mebo's arrest led to a series of legal proceedings.
But you gotta stay in there, okay? Don't do that. Okay, you gotta stay in there, David. Okay? I'm trying to help you, okay?
And the officer opened the door.
He was charged with felony assault of an officer, a serious offense reflecting the gravity of his attack on law enforcement personnel. Additionally, Mebo faced misdemeanor charges for theft, criminal damage to property, disorderly conduct, and bail jumping. These charges stemmed from his various illegal activities throughout the day. Mebo was released on a $1,000 signature bond with a condition to avoid contact with the affected residents. This bond allows him to remain out of custody pending further legal actions, but imposes restrictions to prevent further disturbance to the community. David Mebo's actions involve several serious violations of Wisconsin law. Felony assault of an officer, under Wisconsin statutes, Chapter 940-20, assaulting a police officer is a felony with severe penalties, including imprisonment due to the officer's role in public safety. Theft. Mebo's theft of a package falls under Chapter 943.T, which classifies theft as a misdemeanor or felony depending on the value of the property. Criminal damage to property. His vandalism of the yard is addressed in Chapter 943.01, which covers criminal damage and can lead to misdemeanor or felony charges based on the damage's extent. Disorderly conduct. His disruptive behavior is covered by Chapter 947.01. This statute includes a range of actions that disturb public peace and order. Bail jumping. Under Chapter 946.49, bail jumping occurs when a defendant fails to meet bail conditions. This charge reflects ongoing legal issues and can result in additional penalties. All right, everyone. What are your thoughts? Drop a comment below and make sure to subscribe for more engaging and educational content coming your way. Thanks for your support.